Today on the channel, it's June 17th, 2024, and in today's video, we're going to recap all the excitement from the Hasbro Marvel Legends live stream.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends toy news event. As today we're recapping the June 17, 2024 Hasbro YouTube Marvel Legends live stream they put out there today. Of course, the usual suspects from the Marvel Legends Hasbro team were there, showing some of the latest and greatest stuff for pre-order coming very, very soon. We saw fan channel releases, we saw store exclusives, we saw regular line releases, saw a little of this, a little of that, and I will say I was a little shocked how much stuff we saw. I expected to just be a couple of things, maybe one or two, and just kind of a brief mention, and maybe set the table, maybe a little giant man talk, things like that, but they came in all guns blazing like a young Judas Priest back in the Painkiller album is what it was like. But amazing reveals here today that we're going to cover, and I'm, like I said, a little bit shocked we got as much stuff, so what does that mean for San Diego Comic-Con? Roughly a month away as of right now. I'm sure we'll see some of these live in person at San Diego Comic-Con, and hopefully a lot more reveals for the back half of the year. So a lot of excitement around here, and one thing I like as a longtime collector is some deep cuts. Now, you can always have that yin and yang with the ancillary collectors not liking deep cuts, the hardcore collectors liking deep cuts, but really what it matters at the most is the consumer and, of course, at retail, and I think that's why we're seeing some of these fan channel and store exclusives for some of these deep cuts. But let's dive into it. Let's start off, and we started off with Odin. So Odin, Thor's father, of course, we know Odin. There was a Build-A-Figure many years ago. We've had Marvel Select Odins. There's been a few different Odins over the years, but this one, getting the deluxe treatment here. Very similar to the Hulkbuster on the last live stream. And it is your Odin, but man, he's big, he's bad, he's nationwide with that beard like a young ZZ Top. Billy Gibbons, shout out right there. But you do get the helmets on him, the extra hands, and you get a lot of Ravens. If you're a bird collector, you might want one of these. But a deluxe figure, be interested to see how many people want Odin in their collection. But boy, he does look gigantic. And of course, we've seen him different sizes over the years, I should say. But looks good, all things considered. Wouldn't call that necessarily a deep cut, but it is going to be an expensive cut. It's not the Hulk at the end of the day, as well as we do know. But now we turn our attention to Walmart. Oh, everybody loves Walmart. Everybody loves going to Walmart, don't they? But we did see retro-carded X-Men Professor X, and this is a bit of a deep cut, very iconic for me back in the Jim Lee days. Of course, it's Professor X in his suit that helped him walk and stuff. He was ready to go to Asteroid M. He's ready to fight Magneto and the Acolytes. He's ready to help save the day with the rest of his X-Men team. This is one I've wanted for a while. I've just kind of haven't thought about it, but it's one that's definitely up my alley from my childhood reading X-Men comics. So I'm very excited about this one. Once again, it is a Walmart exclusive. It will be probably part of their fall, not fall, aren't they doing like a summertime, I think around San Diego Comic-Con. They're doing like one of those events, a summertime geek out like Target has done. But we're doing it for Walmart. San Diego Comic-Con going to have some pre-orders on this one. Should be exciting. This is one I'm here for all day long. And twice on Sunday. And speaking of X-Men, we saw the power of the Phoenix back again. Phoenix, no stranger to the line lately, but we get the green and yellow costume. I guess we'll call it green and yellow. Oakland A's? Maybe. Could be a stretch. Who knows? But the real seller on this one for me is those fire effect pieces. And, of course, the bird fire flame effect. We're here for that. We're rising like the Phoenix. I'm here for this one as well. But we weren't done with store exclusives. We got a Amazon exclusive 2-pack. Oh, it's ladies' night. It's mother-daughter. It's an interesting one. It is Destiny and Rogue. Of course, Rogue brought up or birthed, I guess birthed. Whatever you want to call it. It gets a little convoluted. Nightcrawler in the mix too, as we know, with Mystique and Destiny. I guess My Two Moms, very similar to that 80s sitcom My Two Dads. Oh, shout out to My Two Dads. But My Two Moms, Mystique and Destiny. Well, we're getting Rogue and Destiny as an Amazon exclusive 2-pack. An interesting one, a bit of a deep cut, as we do say. Destiny died long ago. I think she was brought back. Everybody comes back. They're like zombies. But it'll be interesting to see how well this one does at Amazon. Could we see a future clearance event of a generation? We'll see what happens with that one, but that is an Amazon exclusive. And then we're not done with more exclusives. Of course, Target. You can't have a Walmart without a Target, can you? But we did see updated images of the Venom Target exclusive, the movie edition. Very cool. Once again, going back to my childhood nostalgia. Venom, Carnage, Spider-Man. I was right in that wheelhouse as that was happening, reading the comic books as a kid. So very excited that whenever I get a Venom figure. Very excited when I get a Carnage figure, which should be here very, very soon. Look forward to that review on the channel. And they even compared those two, so you can kind of see the differences in sizes between those. Thought they looked both really, really good for what they're trying to represent. Not comic version, more MCU, whatever you want to call it at this point, version there. But that Venom is a Target exclusive, so be on the lookout for that one sooner rather than later as well. And then the final kind of piece of the puzzle here was the latest fan channel exclusive wave, Strange Tales. Oh, we're getting down to the strange side of things. Of course, the paranormal, good and evil, the devil, all that kind of fun stuff. And an interesting wave. At first glance, you're like, boy, this is some deep cut stuff. And that's where I go back to saying, hey, deep cuts aren't a bad thing. Longtime collectors want to really build out their universe, but it can be a bad thing for traditional retail. And I think it's very smart of the Hasbro team to take this one kind of in-house as a fan channel exclusive. And fan channel basically means everybody but Target and Walmart. Because let's be honest, let's put that business hat on. I don't think these would go so hot at traditional retail. They would be some serious peg warmers out there. Hopefully the fan channel version between Hasbro Pulse, of course GameStop, all the online retailers, the DJC Collectibles, the Entertainment Earths, the big bad toy stores of the world. Use the codes, link in the description down below. I think these will do okay. And there is some deep cuts and some characters I don't remember or haven't heard of in a heck of a long time. But we're going to start off with one that is very iconic, especially to me, collecting the Marvel trading cards in, I guess, late 80s, maybe early 90s. What is time? What is trading cards? But Blackheart. Blackheart, one of those devilish characters that definitely fits into Strange Tales, and I think he is a perfect Build-A-Figure for this wave. Very iconic character, even if people don't really know a lot about the guy. He's always kind of stood out there, and of course we all remember this kind of feels like a Ghost Rider and ancillary Ghost Rider set is kind of what this feels like. And I don't know if it was going to go with the Ghost Rider HasLab that failed, of course. So they had that kind of planned out, saying, oh, that's going to hit. Now we'll have these guys to go along with it. Could be, who knows. But we are getting the Blackheart Build-A-Figure. He's really going to be the scene stealer, the showstopper in this set, if you ask me. We also saw Bloodstorm. It is, of course, Storm from the X-Men in, I think, an alternate reality, like a different Earth 616, something like that. That gets real confusing for me, especially after I stopped reading comic books when there's these new layers of foundation of different worlds and universes and stuff. Bam, just makes your mind explode. But we do got Storm coming to this one here. Moon Knight, no stranger to the last couple of years. Of course, MCU show on Disney Plus not too long ago as well. Just a different version of Moon Knight. We've had a couple of Moon Knights the last couple of years, and I know a lot of people do enjoy some Moon Knight, so that should be heavy for some of those out there. Dracula, we're not talking Bela Lugosi, no. We're not talking Christopher Lee, no. We're not talking Blackula, I forget that guy's name, but good actor, of course. He was also in Pee-wee's Playhouse, if I'm not mistaken. But we got Blackula. I wish we had Blackula coming. We got Dracula coming. Dracula, classic Marvel character. Of course, the Marvel monsters. Very similar to the Universal monsters, but entirely different. How about that? But Dracula, one we haven't, I don't think, got in Marvel Legends ever. I don't think that is the case. So I'm here for that Dracula, and I guess you got to keep it in the family like a young Anthrax. We got Marvel's Lilith, of course, Dracula's daughter. She's coming to the same set as well. No stranger to the Marvel Legends line. We got Brother Voodoo back from a peg warmer set, if there ever was one of the Marvel Legends from many years ago, the Doctor Strange wave. But Brother Voodoo getting some updates here to some different stuff, and definitely fits in the Strange Tales universe here. And then we do get the Weapon of Vengeance, a.k.a. Helverine. And I don't know this character, but I love Wolverine. I believe he has a brand new comic book out, too, in like the last month or so. But Helverine, a little bit of a mashup with Ghost Rider and Wolverine, I do imagine. That's kind of looks like to me. But I want all the Wolverines. It's still the anniversary Wolverine year, so we got to keep those Wolverines coming. I'll be picking this one up. Looks really cool. I'm a sucker for translucent plastic, as you guys do know. We got a little of that orange action. Looking very, very nice. And then the final one on that list would be, of course, Hellstrom. Hellstrom, the son of Satan. Yes, Satan. Oh, my gosh. And apparently it flew under the radar to me, but there was like a TV show about this guy. Had no clue. Had no idea. Oh, I just found that out today. Today's years old, as they do say. Somewhere. Somebody says it, of course, we know. But Hellstrom rounding out the fan channel exclusive Strange Tales wave. A fun wave full of deep cuts. Once again, Don't think that would survive very well at traditional retail. It could even struggle on the fan channel exclusives. We'll see. I think there could be some picking and choosing there. I think a lot of people want to build a figure, but I don't know if everybody's going so deep into this line. But I keep saying on a broken record, I like a little change of pace. There's only so many Iron Men and Hulks and Captain Americas you can really stomach after a while, and I like this fresh coat of paint, as Bruce Pritchard would say. So looking good as far as that goes. And of course, the end of every live stream, they always give us a little Easter egg, and it sounded like immediately everybody knew what it was, so it wasn't the best Easter egg, I guess. But it is the Easter egg for Kang the Conqueror. Of course, Kang, an all-timer of a villain in the Marvel Universe, and it sounds like there's going to be movies of him in the future. It's kind of back and forth, who knows? But we are getting another Kang the Conqueror on the way. So an interesting video today from the Marvel Legends team. And like I said, I was very surprised how much stuff we saw. I figured they'd kind of lay back and hold a lot for San Diego, but they went in all guns blazing. Once again, like a young Judas Priest, ready to go, ready to give us the news. So there it is, a little recap of the June 17th Marvel Legends HasLab event. What are you excited for? What are you hoping to pick up? What are your thoughts on the announcements? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this channel. Plenty of bonus stuff over there. Pro Wrestling Tees, search over there. Kyle Peterson, of course, pick up a t-shirt. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for another Hasbro Pulse Marvel Legends stream, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.